Hey ladies and gents, it's SpoonyPizzas here with some news around the new game Goals. So they have got a pre-alpha release and it's called The Arena. And Franz Perez, the lead game designer, has a little bit of information down here. So I think the key things to take away from all this text, he goes on to say that although we are currently, only have something small right now, we are ready to invite the first external users to our pre-alpha playtest. After all, who can leave more valuable feedback than those who are actually going to play our game in the future? So they have got a pre-release, and I don't know who they are in terms of external users, but it'll just be interesting to find that out in a minute. So he says, welcome to the Arena. The pre-alpha release will feature a playable environment that we call the Arena, which is a downsized football pitch with a closed roof and LED floor, giving an early idea of our ambition to develop innovative environments and stadiums. It was initially built to give us a testing ground for core game mechanics like movement, dribbling and shooting. These mechanics will all be available in the pre-alpha release, and you can easily leave feedback directly from an in-game feedback widget if you want. So obviously you can provide the feedback directly into the game, a lot of alpha and beta games sort of do this. Early versions of our user interface and in-game HUD head-up display are also part of the release and are open for feedback. When you first enter the Arena, you will be able to free roam the environment and try out all different mechanics without any stress. However, if you feel more competitive, a minigame can be activated by standing on a specific tile. In this minigame, the objective is to get as many points in 2 minutes by simply scoring goals. Every time a shot is taken, a ball cannon launches a new ball onto the pitch a few seconds later. To maximize the number of points for each shot, you must try to hit the corners of the goal from a long distance. Once the time runs out, you get a final score. The minigame can be replayed as many times as you wish, and the top 100 users with the highest score will be featured on a leaderboard. This is your chance to be the first official #1 ranked user in Goals. Be part of the development. Initially, this playtest will be limited to a fairly small group of people, ranging from friends and family to our most loyal partners and community members. So it is open to community members, and I'd be interested to see if there's any sort of feedback, which we might look at in a second. Gradually, we'll give more people access to the pre-alpha release, so don't worry if you don't get access this time. If you are interested in our game, we want to hear about your early feedback as well. See you all in the Arena soon. So Andreas here provides some early player feedback, so I'm just going to read this out. So this is, I assume, one of the players. The question is, how are you guys finding the Arena? How is it compared to what you're expecting, since it's such a... We don't get to see the rest of the question, but alright, firstly, compared to my expectations, it's tough to say because I wasn't too sure what to expect exactly, considering, as you know, it's an Arena. It's really good and fun for what it is, says TDOF. He goes on to say there's obviously some issues, but it's to be expected. But that's the point of providing feedback, to make it a better game, or better as the game goes forward further into development. But for what we have after literally just a year, it's great. Been playing for 5 hours straight today and want to keep going. With FIFA, I feel tired after 2 games. I understand your point entirely there, mate. If I was to compare this to any football game in its current state, if you look back to PES5 and PES6 and the way that was, but on a much smaller scale, I put it in that bracket, which is bloody good considering I think those are the best football games I've ever played for their time, of course. Because of course, today's football games are much more polished and they're only a year in, and I can't wait to play more. Well, that is some serious hype. I mean, you're putting the likes of PES5 and PES6 on the map and comparing it to that. If that's true, which I mean, we only have to, we can only take this with a grain of salt, right? So, or a pinch of salt. So, if that is the standard, if it is at PES5 or PES6 level right now after years of development, I find that hard to believe. But if it is, and we can only take this guy's word, then that is impressive. I mean, PES5 and PES6 were, for me, probably along with a lot of you, probably some of the best PES games in the series. For me, PES5 was definitely probably the best and most played, and PES6 was right up there as well. So there we are. That's the feedback. That's the news I'm going to bring you today. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think? Have any of you had any experience of playing this Arena? Let me know what you're sort of hoping for from Goals. Do you think Goals will be better than UFL or better than FIFA? Where do you see these games sitting? Do you see like FIFA being top now? Do you see eFootball anywhere near these anywhere near these products? Do you think we're actually going to have a state where, you know, eFootball is going to come out on top? Anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you think, and I'll be interested to read your thoughts and comments. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.